Alright, y'all, I'm hitting the road now, headed to Tennessee to meet up with Dr. Canberry and get my labs done. So, loading up in the van right now. You know, the worst thing about this is that since I'm fasting to get accurate blood work, I can't drink coffee. Alright, y'all, just got here to Camden, Tennessee. Walked in here and guess who we got checking me out?
What's up, guys?
Dr. Canberry in the building. What we gonna run today?
Man, we're gonna check everything in the book. Well, not really. That'd cost about $20 million. But we're gonna check a bunch of stuff and see what your experiment has been doing to you.
What's the prediction?
I predict you're gonna be healthy, and you may have some really low testosterone because you look like you probably got low T. I'm just messing with you.
Well, I see your little diagram over there about fat. What is that?
Oh yeah.
What we got over there?
So this is 5 pounds of fat right here. So if you got 5 pounds to lose, this is it. This is what it looks like. Ain't that pretty?
That's about the size of your arm there, man.
Yeah, that's all fat too. But look, that's it right there. Right? So if you got 5, tell me about this experiment. What have you been up to?
So I'm doing 6,000 calories, of which 80% of my calories coming from fat. So I'm sticking with my whole 80% ratio because I just feel better 80%. It's like 250 grams of protein, 550 grams of fat. No more than 30 grams total carbs.
Gotcha.
And
what are you getting your carbs from? Where are they coming from?
just like trace carbs, like from the keto brick or vegetables, something like that. No carb based meals
So
at all.
just green veg and what's in the keto brick?
The flax, a little bit of flax,
Yeah,
a
so
little bit
that-
of just like trace carbs from the protein
Gotcha,
pads in
gotcha.
there, just remnants.
Gotcha. And how are you getting that much fat? How are you doing that?
That is a challenge, man. I've been getting I'll cook a 75, 25 pound of ground beef,
Yeah.
and then I'll put a whole thing of Philadelphia cream cheese in there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been making this
Which is pretty good, by the way. I've done that before. It's pretty
really
tasty,
good.
man. Put a little salt, pepper, some little
some
spice.
salsa on there. It's like eating Mexican food.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
nice.
I've been doing this 2,000 calorie shake, and I don't know how my stomach's handling this, but it's winds up being 6 tablespoons of combination of MCT oil, coconut oil, and I'm surprised I didn't been running to the bathroom.
But you haven't been?
No.
Gotcha. And you've been doing this for how long now?
Probably about a month now, I guess.
About a month.
So kind
6,000.
of late on the blood work, but yeah.
It's okay. Well, that's all right. It's 6,000 calories a day, 80% fat for a month. And how much weight have you gained? Because I know you've had to gain some weight, but eating that much fat, right?
I've gained about 5 or 7 pounds total.
And where do you feel like you've gained it?
I've gained some fat for sure.
got a little
but
fat.
I put on a lot of muscle too. All my lifts have gotten better, and I can tell that the energy's getting used. My body's using. It's not all just going to fat,
Right.
So,
Obviously not, or you'd be gaining a pound a day if it was all going to fat.
Yeah, the whole calorie thing.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
really.
Right.
And my training's not really been that consistent because we've been so busy with work stuff. So
Right.
yeah.
And so you train more than most people. Even your half-ass training is more than most people.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. But you're not hitting it hard for you.
Not by my standards, no.
And you're eating 6,000 calories a day.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing that for a month.
Mm-hmm.
80% fat, and you've gained 5 pounds.
Of which a lot of it's probably just water and honestly
Right.
my guts. Whenever I increase my surplus, I don't know what the rate is, but my whole guts, I just feel like they're growing to accompany all the food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you probably are increasing your gut length just to handle all the digestion.
Yeah.
But you have obviously not. I can still see your vascularity in your calves and stuff.
Yeah.
So how are you ingesting all these calories and not gaining weight? How's that possible?
I'm a keto superhuman. I'm a savage. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Keto makes you superhuman. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're a demigod. You don't gain fat. It's just impossible.
I'm actually running a marathon in this month. No
A
training
full marathon.
whatsoever. No training at all.
Dude.
Just to see, because I don't know about you, but I get so many people, at least in the athletic community, it's you gotta have carbs if you're running endurance sports.
So you're just going to see how
I'm
it
just gonna
goes.
prove them all
See
wrong.
how it goes. You just run a marathon.
Yeah.
What's the furthest you've ever run nonstop?
I haven't run 10 miles this whole year, man. I maybe run 2 miles at once this whole
At
year.
once, yeah. But
So-
your whole life. What's the most you ever ran back when you were younger?
5 miles.
5 miles. Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
I'm not a distance runner at all.
Yeah.
I used to compete in the mile, And the 5K is too long for me. I get bored because I got terrible ADD.
Yeah.
And so after about a mile or two, I'm like, this sucks, man. I'm bored. I gotta find something to do.
See, I have a strategy. I'm gonna find all the Ken Berry podcasts, listen to those while I'm running.
Just stream them and just go. Yeah. And just hear me be like, shut up, eat your meat, run, boy. Yeah, I love it. That's a good strategy. Yeah, I love it. Is Crystal gonna run it too?
No. See, I got my buddy that does eat carbs. He's gonna run it with me. I actually called him last night. He's like, I'll do it with you.
Are you gonna make him look bad?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be carbs versus keto, man. But none of us. There's 3 of us that's running. One of them's been training, and he and I had not been training at all. So
love it.
We're gonna see. Crystal just texted me that I got my shoes in today, so I gotta break those in still.
You better break them in because blisters will be what'll kill you.
That's what I was thinking, man. Blisters. That's the one thing I'm worried about is the blisters.
Yeah, after about 10 miles, your feet will be dying if you don't break those shoes in. Yeah.
I had an endurance runner on my podcast, and he's like, the best thing is to get some silicone-based sex lube. Put that all over you.
Oh,
for
nice.
chasing.
Yeah, for the racing for later. Hey, whatever.
Racing later. Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. So you got like the industrial size container of lube. You got the big.
Yeah, something like that, man.
I got you.
For many more marathons.
Well, what do you say? You've been a month of 6,000 calories a day, 80% fat. Let's check all your labs. Okay, I'm going to check thyroid. I'm going to check pancreas labs, liver labs, kidney labs. I'm going to check your cholesterol coming and going. I'm going to check a lipid panel, but I'm also going to check an NMR lipo profile that looks at all your little particles, different particle size, and all that. I'm going to check, have you eaten today at all?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to check insulin. I'm going to check C-peptide. I'm going to check A1C. Check a ton of stuff.
I'm excited, man. I've never gotten any of these tests.
And so this will be your baseline at 26, right? You're 26, okay. So this will be a good baseline for you because you're about to be, you ain't old, but you're about to be old. Just here in another minute or two, you're going to be an old man, right?
Well, you know it.
But so you're going to have this good baseline so that for the rest of your life, you can always reference back to this and say, okay, well, how's it now? I'm 30 now. I'm 35 now. How is it compared to when I was 26? So I think everybody should get labs like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if you're healthy, if you're happy, if you feel great, I think about 25, 30, you need to get everything checked just so you know where you're kind of starting from, right? Because if you wind up 50 and all of a sudden you have chest pain, and that's the first labs I've ever checked, I have no damn idea where you've been, where you're coming from. I don't know.
It's kind of like macros. Like, what's your baseline? You know, you got to have a baseline.
Exactly right. Exactly. So let's check some labs. The girls will be right here with you. It's good to see you, my friend.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Hang on. She'll be right here. You're not nervous, are you?
No, I'm not nervous. I've got blood drawn in a long time, though.
No?
Pass out on
You're not a fainter, are you?
No,
you better watch him, Carla. He'll go down. I don't know. Say hey, Alicia.
Hey.
Should I do a couple bicep curls first? Get the blood flowing?
Stop flexing,
Take a
Sykes.
tight fist for me. Just hold it. There you go. Deep breath for me. And relax your hand.
First stick, baby.
First stick. Now you can clone me.
That's
Make
right.
a whole bunch
That's
of
right.
them.
We're doing okay, yeah?
Hadn't passed that yet. Better be able to get a good pump tomorrow there.
That's right. That's right, yeah. I still think he's flexing. I don't think it's that big naturally. I don't know.
I need to get testosterone checked at some point because I don't have any baseline there. I wish I'd have tested that before
We're getting
I started
today.
keto.
We're checking it today.
Sweet. What's normal for a guy 26 years old?
Well, ideally, you'd want it to be somewhere between 600 and 1100. But I predict yours is going to be pretty good. You'll be in the upper limit, I would guess. We'll see.
Hope so.
Sometimes it'll surprise you.
Dr. Berry's going to prescribe me a statin.
Yep. Definitely getting a statin, eating all that fat. There's no way you can avoid it.
Maybe some anabolic steroids too. You know me up there.
Get you a statin. I'm going to get you on a good beta blocker. We'll take care of that testosterone.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's too high. It's a risk factor for something. I don't know what.
Beautiful.
Okay, that ought to be enough to get some good information. You feeling okay?
We'll learn something, yeah.
That's right. It may be bad.
Smiley faces on it. How about that?
Smiley faces are good.
You want pink? Purple?
I'll rock the pink. I'm not
Get him
scared.
some pink. He needs
Yeah.
pink. There we
Real
go.
guys can wear pink.
Breast cancer awareness right here.
But real guys can wear pink.
That's right.
That's right.
I love it. Yeah, he did good. I was afraid he was a fainter, but no, he did good.
Too, man.
Smarters.
Smarters.
Yeah.
We're gonna get steak.
We're gonna get some steak and ribs.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. To you here too.
Check it out. Check it out. We're both rocking the rack of ribs. Look at that smile.
Hashtag eat your meat.
That's right. All right, back in action. We just got done eating a rack of ribs. He couldn't hang with me though. He didn't finish the whole rack.
I only ate 2/3 of a rack. He
Two-thirds.
kicked my butt.
Nisha's
no
getting the other third.
Yeah,
Now, so
I'm saving it for Nisha. That's my excuse. It was for Nisha.
I didn't save any for Crystal. Sorry, Crystal. But yeah, I'm gonna be back. I don't know, in another 5 months. After the end of this 6 months, get blood work drawn. Them. Did you say what all I got done?
I can. We checked a complete blood count. We checked a complete metabolic panel. We checked a lipid panel. We checked an NMR lipo profile. We checked a magnesium and a phosphorus. We checked an A1C, a C-peptide, a fasting insulin. We checked a homocysteine, a CRP, a SED rate. We checked free and total testosterone. We checked a DHEA and some other stuff. But that's the bulk of it.
I've never gotten my testosterone checked, so I'm really excited to get those numbers back. Have never checked A1C. I've never checked a lot of these numbers. So I'm gonna put all this in Heads Up Health, and then when I come back, I'll show it to you all as soon as I get it. And when I come back, I'm gonna have the next set back to back in Heads Up Health, so you can kind of see how over the course of the next 5 months, 6,000 calories, the numbers are affected, if they're affected. Any predictions?
I don't think there's going to be much difference. I think that when you feed the human body real food, it just knows what to do with it. Only when you're feeding it excessive amounts of garbage and slow poison crap, that's when you start to have disease.
Agreed.
I think you can't eat too much real food. I think your body knows what to do with it.
I agree. This is one of the top doctors in the keto space. Super cool dude. Good old country boy.
That's right.
So listen to guys like this as opposed to others out there. Right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Any other words? Any
No,
final
you guys
parting thoughts?
eat real food. You can do keto without any supplements whatsoever. You don't need to spend $200 or $300 on this shake or that powder. Just eat real food.
Yep. Agreed. Dr. Berry,
Hey, man,
pleasure as
it's a
always,
pleasure,
man.
brother.
Take
See you
care.
next time.
Sweet, man. I just got back to Arkansas. Let's go see what old Crystal's up to here. What's up, babe? What'd you do today?
Today I took Jack to his doctor's appointment, and I got my blood drawn for my MRT test, and I went to Whole Foods, and I returned some things, and I went to Sam's Club, and
So we,
ran a bunch of errands.
so we both got our blood work done today.
All three of us got shots, or like some sort of needle in us today. Me, Jack, and Robert.
Boom! Alright, Joe, my battery is about to die, but I got the box of shoes that I'm gonna run the marathon in. So I'm gonna open them up real quick, and I might go take them for a quick little jaunt to try and break them in, see how they feel, see if there's any hot spots in them. I got the Ultra shoes. That's the brand I went with. After talking with several Ultra Endurance runners, that's what they recommended. And that is what it looks like. So it's got a wide toe box, so it allows like your foot to kind of follow the natural foot pattern. And then it's a 0 drop, so there's not like a huge disparity between the foot here and the foot here. So it's like a 0 drop sole. So I'm gonna go run a little bit and see if I can break these in. So here we go. All right, what's up? Back at you. Quick little update. I just got done running. And I picked up a big salad. They gave me a bunch of crackers. I'm not obviously gonna eat the crackers, but I'm craving a big salad. So I got a big salad. I'm gonna put some olive oil on there. Just to recap, the shoes worked out great. I went for a run. I ran 7.3 miles at a 10-minute pace. That is the first time I've run all year long, so I'm pretty happy with that considering we trained legs yesterday and I went heavy. I got 9 hours of drive time today. I got like 15 vials of blood drawn, and that was the first time I've run in new shoes at all this year. So not too mad about that. 10-minute pace, 7.3 miles. That's pretty much the entirety of my training for this marathon. I just wanted to kind of break in my shoes. So that's that. I'm about to dig into this salad. Awesome time with Dr. Berry today. Super excited to get that blood work back, specifically the A1C, the testosterone, and obviously like the lipid panel and whatnot. But I'm very curious about the testosterone because I have never tested that. So very excited about that. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna just go to bed after I eat the salad. I'll wake up at 3 and get all my clients done, get the podcast posted, get the vlog with Dr. Berry, which you're about to see, posted, and then start putting together the equipment, because tomorrow we're going to be using that depositor, that unifiller depositor for the first time in a batch of keto bricks. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna see how that streamlines production. Hopefully everything runs smoothly. So we'll catch y'all tomorrow.